Oh, I'm muted.
I say, rapping crypto, stacking and make it flip, yo. Supplementing the income, did I mention that it's lit, yo? Spitting the truth out, struggle to pick the new route. Tired of living from paycheck to paying bills where I lose out. So I'm investing, no time for the second guessing. Diversifying my cash and leave all my eggs in one basket, I figure. So that's it, yo. Flipping, rapping the crypto, income producing, ask me, did I mention that it's lit, yo? I'm on the come up, these brothers getting they ones up, wanna run with us because we show a secure way to level up. I'm on that double dutch, it's a quick trip, NFT flip, check the numbers, I don't need friends. My payment system is so amazing, it came encrypted. It's privacy and security, that's what you were missing. Listen, this ain't no Wi-Fi, it's DeFi, sending currency on the reply, you wanna rewind this, to get a better understanding, know that welcome was the plan and taking steps to money management. That's how we handle it from peer to peer in the clear. So anything weird couldn't interfere here.
Alright, y'all. So on for episode of Rap and Crypto on your main man HUTCH with my brother LJ, aka Block Wolf Blockchain. And we got a lovely guest tonight, Dazzle Dee, Miss Dazzle Daniels, aka the Hood Nerd Extraordinaire, aka another goddess in the building. Let's go. LJ, what's going on, bro?
Blessings.
Oh, go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
Also, I'm my bad. Also part of the winners tribe too. Let me go ahead and make that also a banger too. Miss Dazzle Dee.
Mm-hmm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. It's Wednesday, 9 p.m. and as usual, we got another banger for y'all this evening. So look, check this out. As Brother HD said, we have Sister Dazzle Dee on the show this evening. Man, it's so much to unpack. It's so much to talk about. Well, Sister Dazzle Dee, if you don't mind, would you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, please?
Am I froze?
Oh, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
There?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the question? I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, we was just saying, if you don't mind, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people. Oh man, she dropped. All right, y'all. So look, while we wait, go ahead, HD. I was about to say while we're waiting on her to get back on, let's jump into some things.
All right, go ahead. So,
oh no, man. So look, man. I mean, it's rapping crypto. You know what I want to talk about, but we're not gonna go there. And yes, for those of y'all who follow the music industry, yeah, I indulge in a little bit of, as we would say, distraction. And yeah,
I got Debo, stall him out, Debo.
Stall him out, Debo. Stall him out, Debo. Yeah, man, you right. But no, in all seriousness, man, I really just want to be able to talk to the people about a few things that everybody. Oh wait, Sis Dazzle Dee, you back?
I'm back.
Perfect. How are you this evening?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited to have you on the show. Listen, we can go ahead and get it started off right then. If you don't mind, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Dazzle Daniels, Daz for short. Your friendly hood nerd extraordinaire. And I like to say hood nerd because usually when you come from the hood, it's not really acceptable to be like extra smart. But I like to trend, being extra smart and still being from where I'm from. But yeah, that's me. I'm a digital asset investor, serial entrepreneur, and success strategist.
Awesome. That's dope. Go ahead, HD. Go ahead.
Man, from one hood nerd to another. Let's go. But first question is, I know we were just talking about it. Drake or Kendrick? I mean, I'm gonna.
That's what. Wait a minute. Hold up. Is the volume broke? Did you really just go there?
I'm
We
gonna
were, we were supposed to avoid this. Wait a minute. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Go ahead, sis.
Wait, so what's as far as I like them both. You talking about the music? Their music?
So he basically is alluding to so during the time that you were jumping back on with us, he was basically alluding to what I was trying to avoid talking about, which is the different tracks that the different artists have been putting out. And I think what Brother HD is trying to allude to is, do you have a preference or do you have a favorite in terms of either of the two if you've been tuning in and listening to those?
Oh, I haven't been tuning in to listening to those actually. So when it comes to music, my focus right now has been independent artists. We recently just launched Royal Money Radio and Royal Money Entertainment, which are NFT based record label and music stations. So my ear has really been onto those artists that have a good sound and don't have an audience. Not really mainstream artists currently at the time.
Awesome. Awesome. See, HD, I love how you segued and where that went, man, because that's a perfect kickoff to this. So
I knew that was coming, and I was trying to create some satire. My bad.
Sure. For sure. Hey man, we got to, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, this was a good segue because I mean, right off the bat, we're talking about an NFT platform in terms of dealing with NFTs with just music as well as a radio station. So if you would kind of dive a little bit more into that and what that might look like for somebody like yourself.
So NFTs as a whole, like, is a good vehicle if you're creative. That's what I like to say first off. When it comes to the music side, I like to explain to people that you have 16 hands in every song right now, whether you give permission or not. When you put them on the streaming platforms, there's 16 other hands before your hand. That's not even counting your hand. That's all the people that get paid off of your art, your talent, right? So with NFTs, this allows you to have ownership and for your listeners to have ownership of your music again, just like when we were having, CDs out the trunk of a car type of deal, to where the profit can remain in the hand of the artist and it's not in the hands of the industry. And that's what I'm liking right now with the way that we have it set up. With the radio station right now. Even just to get a cheap ad on the radio is about like $1,200 or so. You gotta know somebody that knows somebody to be able to get, radio plays right about now. And so with NFTs, it's a permissionless thing. You don't need to have a deal. You don't need to, be part of anything to be able to get your stuff out there and to be able to monetize it from yourself. So we have Real Money Radio that recently launched on the BOGO network, which is a media streaming platform where we have, over a dozen independent artists currently. We actually just launched today. When we had our enhanced elevated experience kickoff for the Winter Strike 420 experience through the night, we actually played all of the artists on the Real Money Radio station. But yeah, this is set up through the BOGO app. And like I said, it gives you a chance to be able to give your audience ownership, and your audience isn't able to become a owner as far as into your sound. These are stakeable. It's already set up to where you have a referral network set up inside of your NFT embedded, so people can get paid for sharing songs.
Oh man, I think she went out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can see you talking, but
okay, Daz, your sound is out. Come back, go back out and come back in, because this stuff is important.
man,
did y'all hear her say staking? Did y'all hear her say referral system? Y'all gotta break this down for folks, guys.
Oh wait, hold on, press. That's why I said.
So you
Go ahead and try. Let's see, Sister Dad, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Perfect. All right, we can hear you now. Let's do it. Let's do it again. So, you basically cut out right there where you basically started explaining about the different things, especially with the staking.
Oh, okay. So what I was saying is these NFTs are, they're part, like anybody who purchases them, they actually are rewarded through the GS50 staking pools. Every time that anything is purchased, it actually, you get the cryptocurrency put into your wallet. It actually has an embedded referral system inside of it, so you can just click from your NFT and get paid from sharing the songs that you're actually listening to, which is pretty neat. Like I said, we haven't had it before to where the listener and the artist are both able to monetize from the same. Is awesome. If you like it and if you create it, you can get paid off of it from both sides of the fence. And that's really not going on. Either you're the consumer or the producer. You don't get to usually be both.
That's real. So it kind of extended into what you just spoke about when you're speaking about the payment systems in terms of artists being able to receive, as well as those listeners being able to receive payments in cryptocurrency. Is it a specific cryptocurrency that they have to accept, or is there various types? How does that system work?
So World Money Radio is on the AVAX network. There is capabilities on whatever you choose. Like if you wanted to set up your own radio station or your own record label, we do have the capabilities to get you set up on whatever blockchain preference you have. I personally like the AVAX network. And not a lot of people are really launching NFTs on there. I have NFTs on actually almost all the blockchains at this point since the time that I've been creating NFTs, which has been about 4 years now. So yeah, this is you're the boss, you make the rules type of situation, which is why I like NFTs. Like I had a thought, a vision in my head. You can give that to a developer and they can translate that into code and technology for you to, get the job done. And so that's kind of, in this situation, it was created to where I got to pick which blockchain I wanted to have it on, or what cryptocurrency that we wanted to accept. And everything is set up as far as, when you talk about the profit splits and different things like that, you can set that up to where everything is going out from each song, each album that is actually listed on the network. It's already in the code, so you don't have to worry about anybody made off of you, And I think that's the true protection that's really needed in the music industry, because, it always comes down to the fact that there's something that somebody doesn't see in those contracts, right? And so when it's already happening through those smart contracts, you don't have to worry about watching and monetizing because it's self-governing, and that, has that transparency aspect. So I really like that when it comes to NFTs and music.
So how much is their staking reward if they decide to stake on the platform?
So you have to have the actual GS50 staking NFT, and it just depends on which pool, because they're on different networks. But anything that is taking place on the network, this is not the only project on this network. There's multiple projects on it, and everything that transpires within it happens. A piece of that goes into those staking pools. So that's kind of how it works.
Okay, that's awesome right there, man. Y'all go tap in. I'm telling you. Artists, go tap in. I'm telling you, this is another powerful show. Last week I had another one. This week too. Artists, y'all don't know what y'all missing out on, the freedom.
Listen, I'm telling you.
I mean, this is really it. Like, so let's just, we don't just talk to some transparency things right now. You have a lot of people who they're paying all this money for studio time. They really is tour or die. Like literally tour or die. If you're not doing shows, like physical shows, you can't make money off of streaming. There's people with like 300,000 streams or 1 million streams, and they're literally making like a couple $100. I actually help artists with their marketing and put their business together. And one common thing, they're not even making $3,000 to $5,000 a month, not even a living income, okay, off of their art right now. NFTs is what allows that. The NFTs is what allows you to take that control and then really be able to have living income from your art. And that's why when they say the starving artist, that's where that becomes taboo, is when you bring it to the blockchain. So that's really like, I don't care what, if you launch them through Bogle or not, like you need to look into how to monetize your art through NFTs and what that really can mean for you when it comes to really being able to live off of your creative abilities in your art.
So it's safe to say NFTs are not dead.
When did they die?
Say-
He said, he said,
right.
said the NFTs weren't dead. And I said, when did they die?
I didn't know they did.
Hey,
I didn't get that memo. I'm like, I didn't get that memo.
most Stone said they died when the apes went dead because of the whole entire. You have to create your own community and basically
Well, no,
invest like
but
private.
that's any branding product. You got to create your own community. So I teach NFT creation, and that's one of the like pillars that is part of the creation process. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you build a community around your product is going to be successful. NFT is a product. You know, it's a company. So you got to think about it as far as a forum, or you got Facebook support groups and all this stuff. When it comes to NFTs in general, it is business. It's a product. The same concept, having a mailing list and doing your launch ride, getting your press releases out. That's the whole thing. So when it comes to NFTs aren't dead, it's really the utility. Like you had a whole bunch of NFTs with no value, no utility, no use case. They had no purpose. They were just pretty pictures. That's it. If you don't understand that you actually have a utility, you need to have a use, because that NFT needs to give you something or have a use for something, then that's really what it is when it comes to value. And a lot of people don't see that. Like if anybody else can't use it, and it's just what they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, it's just like a art. Some people will see it, oh, I'm buying for $5. Some people like, oh, let's send it to the auction house. But it's based off of perception, because it actually doesn't do anything. When you have an NFT that does something, then the value is in those extra perks that it comes with and that it unlocks. That's why, like with music NFTs, you actually get a song that you can listen to if you want to sell the song. Just like you go to the buyback game store, or the resale CD store, or whatever. Do people they might not still do that. I don't know, but it's the same concept of like the secondhand sale type of deal. And the beauty of it is you get lifetime royalties every time that changes hands. Every time that changes hands. So as people are getting to know these artists, like, yeah, I just buy it from this person, peer to peer sales of music, just like it was, like I said, from popping tapes in the trunk. So that's really what it is. NFTs aren't dead. It's just the real projects stand it out because they had utility, and the ones that didn't faded away.
Yep. Quickly, very quickly.
Just want to take a moment and say thank you to all the fans that are watching right now. And I don't know if she's from Pittsburgh.
Somebody said they think you.
Oh no, I'm from Colorado.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm from Colorado.
Ah, see. No, I went to Pittsburgh.
The Mile High City.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, Lord. So my thing is, so where's the Winners Tribe? I went onto the website, saw that you had a whole nice community. So give us a more breakdown of the Winners Tribe.
So, in a nutshell, the Winners Tribe is a hub for different ways to learn how to make money. We like to say everything isn't for everybody, but we have something for everybody when it comes to making money. It's a profit awareness hub. One of the things that really have kept me as being an entrepreneur is knowing that there's multiple streams of income. One of the things that helped me as far as teaching is really seeing that look when people see what's really possible that they can monetize. Like we were just talking about, being just able to monetize from your art and your ideas and be able to bring that to the forefront. So we don't know what could be for you or what you want to do as far as sharpen your iron to be more profitable. But we have different avenues, from cryptocurrency, e-commerce, motivation, mindset, money management. It's just a plethora of things. So it's just, you got to get in where you fit in. Wherever you want to learn how to do to make money, we pretty much probably have something around it.
Awesome.
So, go ahead.
So the Winners Tribe, you'll find different courses. We have different classes, different events, different groups. It's set up similar to traditional social media, except for its purpose is to expand your possibilities of different ways to monetize and make money.
Let's do it.
Your next question, El?
Oh no, I was gonna say go ahead, HD. I was gonna let you ask your questions first.
Oh, okay. So my question is, when did you start in blockchain?
Mm.
Oh, the end of 2016. That's quite interesting, actually. So the first cryptocurrency that I actually got wasn't real. It was a scam coin. It wasn't interchangeable with Bitcoin. I did make my money back, and then I actually went on to blockchain social media because I was banned from traditional social media for a little bit. So I had to find a way to get into that, and I was like, what? I just like I started finding all these little ways that I could earn cryptocurrency from just like being regular and living life using the internet and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's on. And then I was having problems paying my international clients, and I just people were kept trying to pay me in Bitcoin. I was like, what? No. But I went down the rabbit hole, and so between social media and commerce, that was definitely my start.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Because I didn't know how to trade for a long time.
I think
I
we
like
all
to say I'm an accumulator, not a trader. That's one thing they call it engage and accumulate. I can teach you how to engage with different, technologies and cryptocurrencies to be able to accumulate. I teach you how to stack a bag. I'm not really a trader, but I'm damn sure an accumulator, and I know how to do that consistently. And that's what I teach.
Same here. LJ is more the trader guy. I'm the hollower.
I explore the trading. Don't say I'm the trading guy.
Now, you trade more than me.
Yeah, I try to dibble and dabble every now and again. It's just one of those situations where, to be honest with you, man, certain things just you got to take your lumps and you got to take your L's. But
you know what? Let me stop because when you say trade, because we do trade from USD to a digital asset, so we do trade. Everybody does trade. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Really fair.
When you think it really like that.
I
do more accumulating than trading because that's what I said. When I get directed to the asset, like literally, they have like even like affiliate opportunities. Like I build websites and I get paid Bitcoin for doing websites. I get paid Bitcoin for helping people save on travel. I get paid for searching like Google. I get paid for being on social media, reading blogs, shopping, all these different things. So when you're getting paid directly in the asset, you ain't trading.
Exactly.
That's true.
You accumulated.
Okay.
Holler gang.
I was about to say, I know Sister Ruby wanted us to make sure we tapped in as well with what's the TCC conglomerate, and I know a little bit about the TCC now.
The TCC conglomerate is it is a group. Like I really think of us as like the crypto Avengers. Everybody has their own specialty as far as what they teach, and we come together to spread the word.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Y'all, if you have not tapped into any of these platforms, please go check it out. I highly recommend y'all also go check out that TCC conglomerate because, ladies and gentlemen, oh man, it's so much information gets dropped in there. And I actually really got the opportunity to be a part of the Discord and actually be able to understand what they have going on. So the amount of information that's dropped in there, the different things they're doing, dealing with trading and being able to actually understand what you're doing in terms of these markets and things. So it's so many different things going on. So I know we have to make sure we keep it moving, man. We got a lot of stuff to cover, man. So Sister Dazzle Dee, if you don't mind, can you jump a little bit into what's going on with your clothing brand?
Yes, just like we were talking about, the Hood Nerd Extraordinaire. I have an entrepreneur streetwear line. You can go to royalmoneyboutique.com. But things like, I don't know if you guys can see my shirt. It says BTFD, by the fucking dip, but this is from Royal Money Boutique. And like I said, it's apparel that is for entrepreneurs, but that for the hood nerd.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, here we go. It's the website right here. Miss Ruby.
So yeah, like we definitely have like a I think we have like some of the best like crypto merchandise as far as for traders and investors. Then a lot of you want your fashion to reflect your lifestyle, to reflect you. And so I was seeing there wasn't a lot of stuff that represented the things that I was into. Like we were just talking, like I don't know about like the Kendrick Drake thing, you know what I'm saying? But I know about this crypto thing. I know about hodling, so that's the stuff I'm gonna wear, you know.
For sure.
And that's the things that I wanted to be able to bring out to the public, because I know there's a lot of people that we just don't have stuff that represents us.
That's facts. And the only reason why I brought that up because I knew you had a NFT radio station. I was trying to segue into it, but it's bring audience people. So
I'm surprised folks ain't getting the comments and go raving.
But in all seriousness, we definitely appreciate you. Tell us about the 420 experience, because I know it was a wild experience. I know you had the
man
bully in the building, so we want to know.
So the 420 experience is an annual event. It's a Thursday through Sunday 420 weekend every year. So if you guys didn't come this year, we want to see y'all next year. But it's an event where we have different teachers, different classes where they're talking on different specialties. So we had, of course, the Chicago Bitcoin block bully was in the house. I mean, man, he ran that thing for 3 hours. Okay, like gym after gym after gym after gym. We had multiple streams of trucking income. I didn't know there was over a dozen ways to make money in the trucking industry with no truck. You don't even need a truck. That's all the ways without the truck. That's not even to be in the driver. Okay. Just even learning how to meditate and manage stress, like people are traders or just being an entrepreneur. It's a high stress lifestyle. So being able to, learn how to use 420 to be able to center yourself and recall, not recall, to reset. That was really powerful. We just had a lot of information that came through over the weekend. Like I said, we launched the E3, which is the Enhanced Elevated Experience, which is the third Saturday of the month in Colorado. So what an Enhanced Elevated Experience is, it's a nightlife elevated. Just to give you a little backstory, I was an alcoholic for over 10 years. And I'm talking about morning to night, just drunk, crazy drunk. And one of the hardest things, I've been sober for over 8 years now. One of the hardest things when I was getting sober was being around other people who were drinking. Like I wanted to be able to go out and have time. Like I love to dance, and there wasn't any safe place that I could go and not be tempted to relapse. So there's a lot of people that I know in this same situation trying to, stay away from alcohol, but still want to be able to have that nightlife experience without risking their sobriety. So that is what we created the Enhanced Elevated Experience about. We have herbal mocktails. So we have kava drinks, which kava is a root. We have kratom. Kratom is a leaf. We have, psychedelics, 420. But these are all natural things. I like to call it getting hippie wasted. So you can, let your hair down without feeling guilty or we're having regret the next day. Because I can't tell you how many times that I woke up when I was drinking, and the whole world was mad at me, and I couldn't even remember. Like I couldn't have no empathy. Like I couldn't apologize. I didn't remember. It was just bad. Nothing good was coming from it. But I mean, you can ask Miss Ruby. We had a great time at the Enhanced Elevated Experience and just woke up, refreshed.
Oh my God!
It was amazing.
Yes.
Miss Ruby, excuse me.
I don't 420, but I do kava.
I was about to say, yes, she don't 420, but she put me on game with and ladies and gentlemen, no, it's nothing disgusting. But she put me on game with the booty juice. So yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out, because she was just like, yo, you're going to love this, LJ. And I was like, man, that's weird. It's called booty juice. And I looked it up. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, most of y'all that's watching, like, booty juice, I'm telling you, read the ingredients, understand what it does, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I ain't worried about the title neither, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. The title does its marketing. It makes you look at exactly what it is. I'm glad I did.
Right, you're gonna look twice, like what?
Exactly. But big shout out to Miss Ruby for putting us on from that. But yeah, every year it seems like the 420 experience is very, 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 very successful. And on top of that, at the end of the day, y'all are able to deliver a lot of education. So I know you can't go into a lot about what happened during the 420 in terms of the education, but without giving too many details, because I know some of that stuff is a little bit classified, because at the end of the day, you know, if you wanted to know, you should have been there. But what would you say from that whole entire experience might have been one of your favorite things that you took away from the experience?
Definitely, I want to say the block bully for real, brother Amir. Like, man, that's just wait till it get in action. Like I said, the trucking, the multiple streams of income part. I know a lot of people who were had to shut down their trucking businesses because of the overhead, and just to see how many ways, because things are always going to need to get from point A to point B, regardless. So when you got these evergreen industries and you can really figure out how to get your piece into it without having all that overhead, man, that was priceless. And then we had the business credit, like, to really know what's happening on that side of the credit industry and how to leverage and position ourselves and have basically the cheat code to what you need to be able to be fundable, like without yourself. That too. And I will say, if you want to know what I'm talking about, we do have the replay available to that experience, to the educational part. So you have access to over 6 hours of education. You can access that from inside of the Winners Tribe. Just go to www.thewinnerstribe.com, create an account, and message me for the link. That's really that. If you want access to that replay. But I want to say, like, every year we're just gonna keep doing it bigger. The swag bags were amazing. We got some books, some rolling trays, some goodies that came with the event. More so, like I said, the education, to be able to put the facts of just everything from the NFT music to the multiple, different niches that we were talking about, as well as the enhanced elevated experience of what those herbs and things actually do and produce. So yeah, I think overall it was definitely great.
Awesome. Man, that was powerful. Especially all them gyms in one building, in one location, on one set day, and chill and have a chill out, mellow out moment. I don't condone 420, but hey, it's great time.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely, and like I said, people need to know, like, that you can come out and there's just more than one way to skin a cat. As far as, like I said, the enhanced elevated experience, we have that the third Saturday of every month. So our next one is May 18th. In Denver, Colorado, it's going to be May 18th. As far as, like I said, being able to access the courses from the actual weekend, that'll be available inside of the Winners Tribe platform. And I'm excited about really opening up the mind of these artists and really helping them to monetize off their art. Like, I think this is just so needed. Like, you got these 360 deals. Like, it's just predatory as hell. Like, that's just really what it is when it comes to this. So, like, I've been working on this project for a minute. As far as, like, we have another platform releasing right after it, which is the Blockflip platform. So it's like it's like Netflix, but on the blockchain. So that'll be released in the next 30 days, actually. And again, just being able to open it up for everyday people. Like, if you create a movie, we want your movie on our platform so that you can be able to monetize it for you. This is not about needing permission to monetize or needing to have somebody's it's not even a handout because it's really a trap, but you don't need a deal to make it and to actually be able to have a living income from what you're doing. And I think that's, like, really one of the most powerful things. That was what we did the NFT music showcase. So we actually had a few artists that performed, and we had a winner, Virgil Jardine, and he actually won. So he's going to be one of the first artists on Royal Money Entertainment from that event. But it's really because we need to get it out here, as far as how you don't need them. You can make the money all by yourself. You don't need to have a deal. And no, You need marketing. You need to know business. You know marketing. You don't need them.
Correct. That is facts. You don't need the quote unquote machine, as they like to call it. So my question is, what is your take on the metaverse? I hear NFTs, I hear cryptocurrency. So what's your digital land assets looking like?
I love the metaverse too. So part of just like with Real Money Entertainment, we do like metaverse tiny desk concerts and listening parties. Again, that is something to me that you can monetize. Um, it's less overhead, as far as being able to just put your ideas out there and being able to not to have to worry about a light bill and all this other stuff, and you can still be able to have people come to your venue and have an experience. Like during the pandemic, I was going to comedy shows and stuff, paid got my ticket and it were virtual, and even that's a great thing. I think
Uh-oh,
metaverse
she giving
property
away
or
all
two
the
or
good
three or four.
good.
It's easier to put something up there. Like the creator of Bogle actually has a club in Decentraland where he DJs and then sells the mixes that he's DJed from his metaverse club. He didn't have to have these permits, all these licenses, none of that. He just
Wow.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
monetize out there. It's token gated. So if certain levels of the club, you actually need the NFT to access. You have, universities. You have people putting their whole IP, their intellectual property into these metaverses. And again, you need an NFT to be able to access it. You can have artists creating art galleries. So I think it's dope. I think everybody should have a metaverse property. I said, or two or three.
I love it. I love it. Like I tell LJ, man, I love the metaverse. I'm like one of the biggest advocates for the metaverse on the platform. But man, my next thing is, what you feel about AI with your artists? Because I know I'm about to drop my AI artist here pretty soon. Pretty boy Rick, AI flow.
So I like so I can't draw when it comes to like the AI art part. The only thing like I said, like I took a class like where I was able to learn like about the legalities. A lot of people don't know, like when it comes to that AI stuff, you need to know if you can even monetize what you've done. Like you can have this beautiful creation, but you've made it on the wrong platform, or you don't have the right plan. And so then you can get in trouble. So
Yeah,
that's one thing I say that is definitely important on is educating yourself about is what you can do for commerce, because just because you can make it don't mean you can sell it.
right.
True.
And that's even with like where you have like the AI for like the promo, different things like that, where they're the voice avatars or the people avatars. Not all of those can be used for commercial use. So that like I said, I took a class where that really helped me, and I think that as long as people just stick to that part, it's gonna help. AI is gonna help with a lot of different things. And it's really knowing how to wield it in your favor and just not get caught up in the fine print.
Facts. It's always that little legality that gets everybody. Just like with all these social media,
Hmm.
even with our social media platforms, is that little legality that basically traps us, and people don't take time to read that small print. But I don't know where LJ went to. So, like I said, my next question is, what is your favorite blockchain?
These are my favorite who?
What is your favorite blockchain? Favorite cryptocurrency?
Did you say what's my favorite blockchain?
Yeah, your favorite blockchain. What is your favorite blockchain that you like to, what you just like, what you like off rip? Like, I know mine is like, I love Cardano.
Um, I would say, well, I used to love Ethereum until it just went to gas fees, and the reason why is just because of the interoperability. when it comes to NFTs, like the community, the Winners Tribe. So the Winners Tribe, that platform has a token gate feature, but it's only with Ethereum NFTs.
Mm.
So as a as a business owner, that might not always be conducive to have to pass that cost on to the consumer. So that's why I say now I'm on AVAX and I'm really liking it. And I think yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm really digging it over there. I was
Man,
on Matic, but it just was so disappointing. Like I was hopeful for Matic. Like I don't know if you know about charge NFTs, but they're the NFTs that you
yes.
stuff and they're earning interest. Yeah, so that has the Matic integration, but it was like so glitchy. It was like 8 months that I I didn't get it to work. I was like, what is going on? But I didn't give up hope, and I got all 22 of my NFTs minutes that I needed to get. But geez, I was like, yeah. So that was my next, and I'm just saying from a business standpoint, as far as the blockchains of what's easy to integrate with and use for the things that I'm doing. So like I said, AVAX right now is kind of where I'm at.
All right, all right. AVAX, it is. Um, I know, man, because I know about the uncharged, I mean, the charged NFTs, because we had Unchained Distribution, who's part of like Charged Particles platform, and they basically distribute music for artists, and we had hit the producer on the show.
Yeah, I teach people how to create that into a service. And like I said, how to use it for your children. I create them for my kids as far as like pretty savings bonds and different things like that. We have a course in the Winners Tribe that's called How to Create an NFT That Earns Interest. If you guys want to learn what we're talking about and how to do that. Basically all the stuff I do, there's a course for it inside the Winners Tribe. You want to learn how to make your own NFT. You want to know how to make your own clothing line, your own shoe line, you know, you want to get the business credit secrets, that's in there. You want to learn how to do the trucking, multiple streams of income with trucking. Miss Kimmy's actually going to be starting teaching here this month in May, her weekly class in the Winners Tribe. So, yeah, you guys want to learn how to do this stuff for yourself. Don't be a speculator. Participate.
Facts.
That's what I love about all this is the actual doing and really getting your hands dirty and being able to participate, engage, and accumulate. That's really what it's about. Like people like when they think about cryptocurrency, it's always all the investing side, but when you get into the technologies and what it actually does, like that's the fun part.
Right. I think people just don't understand. Like it's like if you got that creative mind, cryptocurrency is definitely a great broadband for you. It opens up a whole spectrum of new things that you always wanted to do. When you want to become a business
Or it
entrepreneur,
can enhance the things that you've already been doing.
that's true too.
Yeah, like I have some courses that are traditional courses. I have some courses that are NFTs. I have some books that are traditional books. I have some that are NFTs. Mix it up a little bit.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like people just gotta be like I said, we gotta just get our people open minded because we don't.
Yeah, I definitely think when it comes to cryptocurrency and NFTs, it definitely pushes the limits of what's possible. Like you're always pushing the envelope. It's always going to be a new discovery or something else that's going to be found. Always, the next step, the next elevation is always going to be changing. So I like it because it can't stay the same. It always has to be progressive, and that's fun and exciting to me. Change sometimes scares people, but change is necessary.
Yes, always change is always necessary, especially in life. Because if you don't change, I mean, just like you said in your title, the hood nerd. If we want raised in the hood, we want to elevate ourselves.
Exactly. And that's why I teach the way that I teach. Like I don't teach off a skill set. I teach off of consistency. All you gotta do is be consistent with the principles and the strategies and things that I teach for that reason. But I'm straight from the hood. Like I got other things going on and life be life in and you know what I'm saying? I just need to be able to get my averages up, get my averages up. And that's the way I like to be able to teach things to make them practical. Like even with just the clothing line, I had somebody think they needed $250,000 just to start a clothing line. I'm like, what? No, all you need is some ideas, some energy. Like you can literally start a clothing line for free. For free. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes.
And don't have to have no on-hand inventory.
No, it's just
Absolutely.
It's all about the marketing. It's all about your creativity. It's all about just putting forth the effort. I know.
No, it's about knowing the resources too. Like you don't need to have a tailor. Like there's what's called print-on-demand sites that will literally produce it for you, produce your ideas for you, hold the inventory for you. It's just knowing what's available and how to achieve your dream. Getting straight, down the middle to it, and not all that roundabout, all that fluff to it. It's not necessary. I've made more money dollar cost averaging just buying consistently. I buy at least $5 Bitcoin every day.
Ain't that what we've been telling them though? Just $5.
There's a simple saving strategy that I use called the 40 pots. You can type that in the Winners Tribe platform. Go in there, type the 40 pot strategy. But that's discipline, just being disciplined. Self savings, investments, pay it forward. You're taking 40% of your profits and putting it into those 4 pots. Self savings, investments, pay it forward. You're just being consistent over time. Yeah, it gets boring because you just got to be consistent. No, it ain't no magic. No, just be consistent, and that's really what it's about. Even if you write a 1 sentence a day, eventually you're gonna have a novel.
That's true. It all takes about, like you said, consistency. 5 minutes a day, putting something forth the effort. Like whether you want to learn a new trade, 5 minutes. 5 minutes can make a whole difference a day within a year, and they give you like 18 hours, like 100 hours within 1 year for 5 minutes.
I'm telling you, if inside the Winners Tribe we have the 90-day consistency challenge. It's some different strategies and things that you can implement consistently over 90 days from, affirmations, reading 10 pages to a chapter a day, going live on YouTube once a week type of deal. But it's some steps as far as, like I said, 90 days of consistency. And that's also in the Winners Tribe. And that's actually one of the free courses that we have in the Winners Tribe, the 90-day consistency challenge.
All right, y'all. I guess we're getting ready to take our commercial break for 1 second. So, Ms. Ruby, go and tune up.
Welcome to P2G Networks, where the fusion of education and practical application leads to continuous elevation. We are a rapidly expanding network of networks committed to empowering every member financially through an array of workshops, live learning sessions, talk shows, podcasts, and a thriving collective community. Join us to explore the opportunities the collective has in store for you and your family. Register at p2gnetworks.com.
And that was a wonderful commercial credit through P2G Networks. Shout out to our founders, Miss Ruby, Brother Alvin, myself. Hey, we love the network. But I guess it's almost time for my last question, but it's not really a question. Do you have a question for us?
Yeah, actually. If you could give advice right now from anybody watching, what would it be? A word of wisdom.
A word of wisdom. Believe in yourself. And nobody else around you, believe in yourself. That crazy thought that somebody might think that is crazy, do it. Just do it.
I definitely think that's powerful. That's what it's about. You're going to have what I call the dream stealers, right? Them try to talk you out your dreams because they don't have the courage to pursue theirs. And you got to hold on to it. Like, even with this event that we just did with the 420 experience, like, we had a snowstorm. It was retrograde. We had so much stuff happen in the midst of it, okay? And the show must go on, and it continued. But there were people like, oh, cancel and this or that. I'm like, what? No, like, quit. No. But I had that much faith, to be able to still believe and pull it off. But you got to believe so hard in yourself that it becomes contagious. And that's what it is. That is very powerful because you are sometimes going to be your only cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and the reason why I said that too, because if I didn't believe in myself, this show would not be in existence for 4 years.
Mm-hmm. That's real. That's real.
Yeah, what you motivating, man? What's your motivation? What's your quote, bro?
Say that one more time, bro.
What is your quote? If you can tell somebody right now today.
What's my quote? I mean, you already know what time it is, man.
Oh,
Direct your perspective and embrace the positive, ladies and gentlemen. Simple as that. Direct your perspective and embrace the positive. Whatever it is you're trying to chase after, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to accomplish, whatever you want to achieve, whatever it is, direct your perspective, focus on what you're supposed to do, focus on the positivity in it, and just keep pushing forward. Don't look back. Don't say how long is this going to take. Don't be looking for, oh, when's it going to pay out if it's about, oh, well, I'm trying to build a business. Whatever the case is, direct your perspective and embrace the positive, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we only live one life and tomorrow's not promised. So even if we're not able to achieve whatever it is that we want to today, our passion behind something can actually be the driving force. And, God forbid something happened to us, people can come behind us and pick up, and they know where we left off because we actually have sat up here and paved the way for something great. So again, direct your perspective and embrace the positive.
facts, nothing but facts.
Mm.
So Miss Dazzle Dee, we're gonna get a part 2 because I know we got a whole nother segment. You say you got to drop the Netflix or the blockchain, so you gotta come back.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, that's the entrepreneur stuff is deep. I've been in this since I could count, and I know it definitely wasn't for me. All the experiences that I've had when it comes to making money, because it's been an adventure. But I've learned these different skill sets to be able to share them with others, and that's really what it's about. And I'm gonna keep learning, so I'm gonna have more to share.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because
Everybody,
exposure is everything. You don't know what you don't know.
you're right. You're right.
And that's why we keep learning so we can share with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Sharing is caring.
Each one teach one, reach one.
Bingo.
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 All right, y'all. So you're more than welcome to stay on. This is the top of the hour. It's like everybody's favorite part of the show. So, to kick it off, let me kick it off this way and say we are not financial advisors. We just love researching and giving y'all what we found out throughout the week. So this week, Top 10 is brought to you by the P2G networks. Also, it's brought to you by Backhead Distribution. Also brought to you by the Bully, Blockchain Bullies, and also RapToken.xyz.
You cannot forget Collar.io with the capital.
Collar.io, KYC. Next season will tap in.
For sure.
All right, LJ, what's your 10, bro?
I figured you was you asking me for 10 or you asking me for what is number 10?
What is number 10? My bad.
I was about to say, man, I gotta add a couple more. I got a couple of them that I jotted down, but you know what I'm saying? I can give you 10 of them. I mean, that's not the problem. But so coming in at number 10, we haven't talked about this in a while, but Graph Token. I definitely would suggest keeping an eye out on that Graph Token.
The Google the blockchain.
So number 9, brother HD, what you got?
Man, I'm gonna say time, man.
Okay. Coming in at number 8, Sister Dazzle Dee. Do you want to jump in and throw a coin in for number 8 this week?
AVAX.
Okay. AVAX it is. I guess it's on me for number 7, huh?
Yep.
Let's put Atari back in that bad boy this week. Coming in at number 7, Atari.
Not the game, Token.
I brought it up last week, but yeah, man. Atari is definitely one of them ones I'm really excited about. Y'all know I like the video games, man. But
I know you do.
number 6, bro. Go ahead, man.
Like I said, I love my digital assets, so I'm gonna go ahead and go OVR.
Okay. Yes, sir. Sister Daz, what we got for number 6? Or excuse me, number 5.
Solana.
Solana? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess it's on me for number 4. I don't know which one I want to do out of these ones. I got 3 more that I kind of got sitting here. You know what? Let's go Ravencoin.
Oh, I like that.
Let's go Ravencoin.
15 on the Bad Boys Created Asset. Let's go.
HD, what we got, bro?
All right. So Daz took one of mine earlier, but I love the Decentraland, so I'm gonna go Mana.
Okay. Bet. Sister Daz D, what we got?
Of course, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin it is. See, I like how she threw that one in there, and of course, I'll go ahead and top it off with ETH for sure. Man, y'all, I really want to keep going. It's so much to unpack. It's so much to unpack. I'm mad I had to run and use the restroom. There's so much to unpack, man. Y'all, get yourself. If you're not already into, like, I'll put it like this simply: if you're not already integrated into a lot of the things that we talk about here on this show, now's the time to get yourself integrated. We give you show after show after show after show with numerous of guests who give you plenty of resources. Ladies and gentlemen, please go back, watch some of these shows. If this is your first time tonight watching Rapping Crypto, we appreciate your viewership. We thank you so much. But what we also want to do is ask that you go back, check out some of our older shows, check out the shows from last week, the weeks before last, but also go check out some of those older shows from back when we kicked it off first 4 years ago. Y'all will be able to see the growth. I'll appreciate what's coming to you guys. And not only that, y'all will be able to actually get into it, because if you go back and watch some of our older videos, there's a lot of coins and tokens that we actually don't get to talk about as much anymore, man, because this market is so vast. And every single last token we've talked about on Rapping Crypto is still doing its thing. It's still in existence. It's not rug pulls. It's not nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. There's actual projects behind the things that we talk about here. So make sure y'all tap in. But again, if this is your first time, thank you. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button. And if this is not your first time, this is your second, third, fourth, whatever time, we appreciate you coming back in and tapping in with us. But most of all, for this show, Sister Dazzle Dee, thank you so much for coming on. All the information that you shared this evening, powerful, just simply powerful, y'all.
How can they reach you?
Thank you guys for having me. You can go to whatdazzledo.club and you pretty much find a little bit of what I do there. What Dazzle.
Awesome. Any goodbyes? If you want to say anything else, you want to have anything like say, Ms. Dazzle, before you leave?
Yeah, time's gonna pass anyway. So do it. Like, you may not think you got enough time or it's late or whatever. Time's gonna pass anyway. Like I said, eventually you'll have a novel if you write one sentence a day. Just chip away a little bit at a time. But this is definitely something, a space that I think everybody needs to participate in, because it lets everybody have a chance to be profitable.
Be their own boss. All right, y'all. So this is another wonderful week of Rapping Crypto. Your main man, HUTCH.blockchain, brother LJ.blockwolf.blockchain. We had, like I said, we have a wonderful guest, Ms. Dazzle Dee, aka Dazzle Daniels, aka the Goddess, aka the Hood Nerd, aka of the Winners Tribe. Man, tune in next week. Y'all let me know who we got coming on.
Peace and blessings.